online tough guy.
How's he online? Fred, you hit him first, bro. Like, are you kidding?
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazzy Fitness. So let's start this video with the most recent physique update from the mutant Nick Walker. So anyone wondering what is his current weight? Well, he is in the 280s at the moment, and unlike the past, where Nick Walker pushed his way up to 300 pounds, he has no intentions of doing that in the future. Because if there is one thing we can all agree on, is that Nick Walker doesn't need any more muscle. For someone who took a break from all the hard stuff after making a decision that he isn't going to be doing this year's Miss Olympia, and a man who just got back into routine just a few weeks ago, I have to say his skin condition, that looks awesome. Now Nick Walker is at a huge structural disadvantage against all the guys who placed in the top 5 at this past Miss Olympia. And we all know there are a lot of diehard fans of Nick Walker, of course, who believe that he's going to be top 3 at the Olympia again next year. But after the head judge Steve Weinberger made that statement, that Nick Walker has a very tough road ahead, and things are gonna get even harder for him in the upcoming years. One thing is pretty clear, that he needs to earn his way back up.
Does Steve think Nick can win the Olympia? Nick Walker.
He'd have a hard time. His hands are full. Can't underestimate him, but his shape needs work.
So he's got the muscularity and the condition. It's the
Shape
symmetry.
is, you know what I mean?
The back. Yeah.
He's got a rough road ahead of him, honestly.
Now me personally, I do not see him ever winning the Olympia if the guys who he's chasing, like Samson and Hardy and Derek, if they are 100% on. And that isn't me hating on Nick, that is just me speaking facts. And I think a lot of you guys will agree with that. And especially now, when Samson Dauda is the reigning Miss Olympia. Now that he has cracked that code on how to get shredded, and that too at more than 300 pounds. Yes, he was at about 305 on the stage. And that kind of body weight, with such unbelievable shape, such insane aesthetics. There is arguably just one pose where Nick Walker beats him, and that is the back double biceps. Now as fans, we really want to see how this comeback turns out for Nick Walker. And we won't have to wait till the Olympia next year. As of right now, rumors are he is going to be going up against the top 4 in the world, Martin Fitzwater, at this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro, who has massively improved from this year's Neo Pro to what we saw at the Olympia this year. And even that Neo Pro version of Martin came so close to beating Nick Walker. So what are your realistic expectations from Nick Walker in 2025? Now that we all know that Regan Grimes has been working with Stefan, and considering the fact that how successful Stefan has been with majority of his clients, especially this year, fingers crossed, now we are gonna see Regan Grimes at his absolute best when he steps on stage next time, which is gonna be sometime next year. So Regan is currently over 300 pounds, and Jake Cutler, who saw him recently, he was extremely impressed with Regan. Now many of his own fans, they were kinda angry with Regan when he made that decision that he is not gonna be competing in this entire 2024 season. Because the thing is, this was the second time in the last 2 years when Regan decided not to compete at all. And we all know there is only a small window for all of these IFB pros to maximize their potential, to show up at 100% and achieve some great things while they are in their prime.
Big. He's big.
He was 304, he told me, waking up in the morning. Dude, he's big. I saw him. We took a picture. He went up to Pure Muscle. I was at the gym.
I don't see it.
And although Regan is still very young, you never know, even a small injury that can put you back so many years. That can be career threatening, and that can put you on the back foot. In the recent past, we have the perfect example of Michael Rizzo, who is of the same age as Regan, and he had to sit out of this year's Miss Olympia because he got a shoulder injury, and he had to take care of that before he could start blasting again. Now that being said, it seems like Regan is very motivated for the year ahead, and I have got to say he should be. He has never been this heavy while holding such a lean body fat composition. Even at this heavy body weight, he is showcasing amazing detail. But looking at this current update from him, it looks like his upper body that is outgrowing his lower half, and his former coach Milos he was always of the opinion that weekend with bigger quads and more peaky biceps, he is gonna be super dangerous. So we are gonna see the real improvements on his physique once he announces his next show and once he starts dieting down.
Fouad's house. She goes right to Fouad's house. And there he is. He comes out with a bat.
You record that. Yeah, come on. You want to put down the bat?
No bat, no bat.
Put the bat down, bitch.
Put the bat down. Fouad, put the bat down. What are you doing? Fouad, put the bat down.
This video of Fouad having some serious altercation with another guy whom some of the media outlets are portraying as his former best friend, that is gonna be circulating all over the bodybuilding community. And thankfully Fouad himself posted this entire video along with full context of what really happened. So sending threatening email to Fouad's wife and showing up on Fouad's private property for a physical fight, I have got to say that guy actually got away with very less, considering Fouad had a baseball bat in his hands and things could have gotten way worse than they actually were. And I have got to say Fouad showed a lot of restraint here, because the thing is, sending someone emails using the name of their formerly deceased brother, that is just a step too far. Now, as per Fouad, he hasn't been in contact with this guy, who was actually his friend a long time ago, but they did not speak directly for many years until recently, and that led to this altercation. I'm gonna say Fouad had all the right to defend his family, especially when someone shows up on your property, and also a person who has been threatening you online for quite some time. Now, I know some of you guys are gonna say that I'm just saying this because I'm on Hostile's team. Now, I do have one question for you guys. How would you respond if you were put in that same situation as Fouad?
Fouad, you hit him first, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Don't roll up on me, bro. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to fight. Yeah, I'm getting back in the car, but don't worry about who we are. What do you mean online tough guys?
Online tough guys, yeah.
My head hurts. You could get up, bro. If you didn't have that bat, you'd get demolished. If you didn't have...
Next up, we have the updates from two guys, both of whom had the privilege of stepping on the Olympia stage multiple times in their careers, and they both are going to be battling it out on the last show of this year, the Big Man Weekend, a show that is happening this coming weekend in Spain. Interesting that some shots posted by both Akeem Williams and Andre Presti, they were the same shots, the back double biceps. Now, Presti's back double biceps is extremely underrated, and the beauty of his physique that gets lost because all the focus that goes towards his legs, but still you cannot ignore his statistics. He is the winner of Portugal Pro 3 years in a row. He placed second 3 times this year in the last couple of months, and the fact that Presti went from placing second behind Samson Dauda in France to 8th in Prague, that is still so undigestible. Now, I expect him to show up in his trademark conditioning and give Akeem Williams a run for his money. Now, Akeem has been able to improve his back, especially that back double biceps, quite noticeably this year. Now, I personally think that Akeem is just too big and too good for this lineup. Nobody is gonna outmuscle him. No one is gonna outshape him. So Akeem Williams is well on his way to earn an early Olympia qualification for next year. Next up, we have an update from Samson Dauda, going through another workout session that is gonna help him with another Arnold Classic title, plus $500,000 in prize money. So we got to see these updates from the reigning Miss Olympia almost every other day. But I want to point out towards this video for you guys. So this was posted by TFE Media. Now, although there is an agreement that there won't be a long Miss Olympia reign, but after looking at this video, you might think that Samson Dauda is here to stay if he stays in his lane, and he just continues to show up like this. So this footage gives you a very clear idea on how Samson Dauda literally dwarfed Hadi and Derek with his enormous size, especially in certain shots. And although Hadi was in a better condition than Samson, the size difference, the overall package of Samson, that was just so overwhelming that it was an easy decision for the judges to crown him Miss Olympia after the finals. So this past Miss Olympia was the very first time when Samson made both Hadi and Derek look like they originally belonged to the 212. But that being said, this wasn't the best from either Hadi Choopan or Derek Lunsford. So we will see how both of these guys bounce back and how they show up next year. So how many of you guys think that Samson Dauda can win the Olympia for multiple years, judging by the way he performed, and judging by the way he has been making progress? So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.